Hey there, StarCraft fans, it's Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, gonna be Flash versus Shinee on Circuit Breakers. Been a while since we've had a TVT, and a very long TVT at that. RJB knows what you want. He sent me this over Discord a couple of weeks ago, and I was waiting for the right time, and today is the right time, bottom right. It's gonna be a blue Terran. It is Flash, spamming 580 APM. And on the top left, it is Shinee. Artosis' nemesis on the ladder. So, if you don't know why Artosis doesn't like Shinee, Shinee creates new accounts for the ladder all the time, which means he starts at the bottom and then crushes newbies and crushes Artosis along the way. And yeah, just smurfing, right? Right. So, I'm rooting for Flash here. Maybe we'll see some battle cruisers, battle cruiser operational. Maybe we'll see Valkyries, but we will certainly see tanks and vultures. And that's pretty much just the guarantee here, right? Goliaths are likely. If this was a proxy, then I would say Marines. Same build order, but Flash is just a little bit ahead of Shinee here. But that doesn't make a very big difference in a long macro game like this one. I am in a good mood because I just watched the Nuggets sweep the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. Man, do I dislike the Lakers. We got Steve the SCV. And we have, Believe the SCV. Ugh. What rhymes with Steve and is a name? Steve, Eve the SCV? Okay, so yeah, Eve the SCV and Steve the SCV. Scouting the wrong direction, but counterclockwise or clockwise, it doesn't matter unless you scout cross position first. Anyway, I'm not going to get too deep into this. My personal politics are a little bit closer to the right than they are the left for economics. I'm in the middle, like the vast majority of people are somewhere along that line, but I am hard left when it comes to the NBA. I hate seeing the rich getting richer. I hate seeing the Lakers or the Celtics get more rings in addition to the 18 they already have. So for the Nuggets to potentially get their first ring, it just brings me so much joy. As a Jazz fan who does not have any championships and made it to the finals twice in the entire, how many years? Like 40, 50-year history of the team? Is it that long? Man, it probably is. Yeah, I like seeing teams that haven't gotten a ring yet get a ring. It gives me hope. All you gotta do is draft a generational talent like Nikola Jokic, and you too can get a ring. Kind of the same way, honestly, with StarCraft. I like seeing new players win championships and get titles and stuff. It is pretty cool when players like Flash dominate for like 2 decades, but I do also enjoy seeing players like Royal show up and be awesome and win an ASL. You know what I mean? It brought me a lot of joy to my heart. We do have some Marines out just to deal with scouting SCVs and if enemy Marines show up, so whatever, it's cool. It's fine, both players are expanding. Expansion for Flash is way ahead, but that's because a factory is done for Shinee, and a factory is just now getting started from Flash. You know how this works. You are smart. You are very, very smart people. You are watching this game. You know how StarCraft works. You don't need me to explain every tiny little thing. Vulture opening here from Shinee. We're going to get tank lines on this map, no question about it. Whenever I cast on this map, I say it's a Terran-favored map, but guess what? If they're both Terran, then who is the one who has the favored status? Ha ha ha! That's what I always say. Double fac, cool stuff. So second factory for Flash is faster. Actually, what's this? Starport, hiding a starport. Okay. I did mention RJB sent me this replay, but that means I gotta tell you where RJB is on YouTube, man. Check him out, youtube.com/@RJB_TV. He is a super cool dude. Man, he loves his StarCraft. He's very knowledgeable about it too. And he's got his own cast, especially if you liked the fastest map. So, what's this all about? Slow vultures cruising across the map. Speed's going to finish up momentarily. And there it goes. There goes ye old vultures. That's why there's a hard wall. That's why there's bunkers at the front. So getting in here, not going to happen. No such hard wall here for Shinee, but that's because he went fast vulture and he has the control of this area. So, oh my gosh. Is Shinee rushing Wraiths? Dude, a 2-port Wraith opening in a TVT. Awesome. I'm on board with this. This is way more interesting than both players just getting out a bunch of siege tanks and sitting here in the middle of the map, staring at each other for the next 20 minutes. That's awesome stuff, man. I like it. Yeah, getting cloak, 2-port Wraith opening. Flash is getting a starport too, though. Where is it? Where is it? What the? He is, right? Yeah, he definitely is. I'm just totally blind. Factory. Where's it? Oh, it's down here in this corner. I never look over here for buildings. Okay, cool. Starport is on the way here from Flash too. But if he's trying to go for Wraiths, he's going to be outnumbered by Wraiths. This could be dangerous. Let's see if he's going to get an engineering bay. Turrets are almost required if your opponent is going 2-port Wraith here. So the Vultures of Flash are up, and they're like, oh, so like we're kicking butt and taking names here. Ah, look at Shinee. He's like, yeah, I'm going for 2-port Wraith, so I'm not going to actually be able to win this Vulture battle. So let me hard wall real quick. Not even finish that supply depot. You didn't need to. Vultures are garbage against buildings. And if they're attacking into a bunker with a couple Marines in it, they don't want to do that. So, Wraiths awaiting launch order. They're cruising across the map here, and they're going to start some harassment. The Marines are going to be pretty good anti-air, because anything's good anti-air against Wraiths, because they are made out of, I don't know, tinfoil or something incredibly fragile. Ah, see, he knew based on the vulture count, it was probably Wraiths, so he's got his Marines in position. But this is really good Wraith control from Shinee, and bam, both Marines die. SCVs are going to start dying here too. Oh my gosh. So he scouts and sees, there is a starport here from Flash. And he did make an engineering bay, so this turret's going to come up. A few SCVs are definitely going to die, though. That's not great. Spider-Mine's getting seated out the front area of Shinee's base. He's not very happy about that one. And Goliath with Charon boosters on the way. Yeah, this opening with Wraiths pretty much guaranteed we are going to see Goliaths, because we're mechin', friends. We're just making factories here. We're not going to try to do this with Marines and medics. No thanks. Although, you know what? That might actually work here. There's not a bunch of tanks out. The reason it doesn't really happen all that much is because tanks are too good. Floating the barracks out. I mean, the barracks of Shinee's been floated over here for the last 5 minutes. Wraiths are like, yeah, sure, we'll kill your barracks, because if your barracks dies, then you have to build a new one if you want to make any more factories, which is an annoyance. Yeah, engineering bay taking some shots. Cloaked Wraiths hunting. Dude, that's a dead SCV building a factory. That's a dead SCV building a factory. Okay. Oh, nope, he ran. He ran first. Dude, killing tanks is so good right now. He's like, are you going to scan me or what? Why have you not scanned? Yeah, Flash had enough energy. He's got 2 scans available, and he's just like, if I burn a scan here, you're just going to run away because you're very fast. So we're going to hold that for when you're needed for defense. Dude, this vulture count is pretty intimidating up at that 12 o'clock there. What are you doing? It's making sure a third base doesn't happen. Ah, yes. Flash is getting a third base at the 6 o'clock. He doesn't want Shinee to do the same thing to him at the 12 o'clock, so he's holding it down, getting some spider mines in there as well. Spider mines on the way from Shinee. Who scanned? Somebody scanned somebody. Guess we're scanning to see spider mines for the most part here. So tank count is favoring Shinee quite heavily, considering it's literally... Oh, never mind. The tanks, they came across the map when I wasn't watching. 4 siege tanks are out from Flash, but 3 Goliaths can pretty much handle a pack of Wraiths, at least if the Wraith pack isn't too big, and there's only 5 there, so not a huge deal. Now, does this... I feel like the fact that we got Starport so early is a good indicator that we'll get battle cruisers. It's just the problem is that our dude already has Goliaths out. Flash does, and Goliaths are amazing against battle cruisers. They are intended to kill battle cruisers and like big flying stuff like Guardians and Carriers and whatnot. They're used against you know, mutas probably more often than anything else, but they do dissuade the enemy from producing any of those big capital ships, don't they? All right. Yeah, we got our siege tank line. This is going to be here for a while, folks. So settle in, get comfortable. It's just a 3-basing Flash versus a 2-basing Shinee. And generally, you would think that, yeah, Flash is a better player than Shinee for sure. Shinee is a professional Terran player and very good. So I would not feel super duper good about, you know, just guaranteeing Flash a win here, like guaranteeing your left pinky or something that Flash would win. I would not do that here, man. TVTs are weird. All it takes is one misposition and your army is dead, and then suddenly they're counterattacking and you have lost the game. Terran fans know what I'm talking about. Vultures do not trigger other people's spider mines because they float above the ground like Archons and High Templar and Workers. So never fear. Just send your Vultures all around. Spider mines will not trigger when you pass over them. But yeah, economic advantage here for Flash. We got more Wraiths in production here from Shinee. That Wraith ball. He's just kind of skipping the whole giant tank line. No one can break it. Fine, I'll make a bunch of Wraiths strategy that comes around the 20-minute mark of TBT sometimes. When both players are maxed out, they both have giant tank lines, and nobody can really break the other one. So somebody throws down 6 starports and makes a ton of Wraiths, and then the tanks are garbage now, right? That's something we see in TBTs quite a bit. Just not this early. Traditionally, I mean, this is 10 Wraiths, man. Can you fight? I don't know if you want to fight those Goliaths. But we'll pick off the tanks at the edge. Sure, free tank. Yeah, force Flash to burn a scan and then just get away. Maybe burn down another tank. This is really good Wraith micro, man. I love this from Shinee, actually. This is way more interesting. Oh boy, I think a Wraith already died. Yeah, there's a scan, and oh my gosh, that Wraith is already almost dead too. They're just so flimsy. So darn squishy. Nice. But yeah, this is exactly what happens in late game TVT. Shinee just said, let's dispense with all the stuff in between. Trying to take his own third base, 12 o'clock Shinee, and guess who is expanding at a 4th base bottom left? That's right. Our guy Flash is also getting up right in here, recognizing he has the tank advantage. Oh, because of the tanks that were thinned out by the Wraiths, does actually take this tank count down to 3. Oh, down to 2. I think you might be unsiege here and wander in and actually just kill all this stuff with unsieged siege tanks. I don't know that you need to siege. Oh, man. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Some of them are sieged. Some of them are unsieged. Now they're all sieged. But, dude, Army Value 114 to 105 here. Plus, there's Wraiths. There are Wraiths about. And by that, I mean they're home getting repaired. Nah, the SCBs just went right past them. Oh, and he got Vultures down into the 6 o'clock base of Flash 2. All right. So, Shinee's economy was garbage, but he's doing his best to make that a bit more of an even situation. Flash is probably going to take this mineral base here too, if I had to guess. So look, it's 70 to 53 workers in favor of Flash. This 4th base exists, but these Vultures are in position to wander over there and just wipe it out. They just don't have the wherewithal and the orders to do that from Shinee. Shinee really should check this bottom left corner. Scan it or something. I mean, what is he scanning? Scans this. He sees Flash moving up. It's really hard to be sneaky in a TVT, but Flash is getting away with it. Look at these Wraiths, man. You just pull away. You don't even have to be here. Oh, this is so good. It's like, for a second there, he didn't want to engage with 2 Goliaths. But then he chose to. Now these tanks are dead. Dude, tank count matters a lot in TVT as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them out in the field. And it's not looking great for Flash. He's got 4 defending his 3rd base down here. 2 more that were just produced. Another one coming off the line here, but oh boy. Yeah, high ground. This is why this is a tank-favored, Terran-favored map, because you can set up tanks over here and really cause problems for this 6 o'clock base. The 12 o'clock and the 6 o'clock and the 3 o'clock and the 9 o'clock all have the same problem. Super frustrating. And now Terrans know how it feels. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Flash. All of your missile turrets are dead. Go, 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 Wraith. Oh, but there are 3 Goliaths now. That is 1 too many for Shinee. But man, he has a full control group of Wraiths with no upgrades, and the Goliaths have 2 attack and 1 armor upgrades. Ugh. Ow. Ow. Just trying to thin down the tank count, taking Goliath shots the entire time. Ow. Ow. And oh my gosh, Shinee sent some vultures down to the 4th base. Okay, so Flash is in a ton of trouble. He was feeling good. Now he has to fully evacuate his 3rd base. His 4th base is a ghost town. All these workers are going to die. So congratulations, Flash. You have 73 workers, but you're only on 3 bases, and one of those is minerals only. But guess what? Flash is 12 o'clock going after the worker count of Shinees, which is much lower. However, responding tanks from Shinee are here, but responding tanks from Flash are here as well. I think Flash is actually going to wipe this out. So both, yep. Both players lose their 3rds. Bad times had by all here. Love that Shinee's building a command center over in this bottom left. He says, well, I guess this is probably the safest place to expand. I'm getting knocked down to 2 bases. This is horrible. Good news is, against sea tanks, you can lift your command center and flee with it, which I assume... Oh yeah, this is it right here. This is Flash's 3rd base. Vultures are garbage against buildings, as we all know. But yeah, Shinee hurts. He's on 2 bases mining with 53 SCVs, but his main's going to mine out any second now. Flash is expanding top right. Ooh, and he's taking this right side base too. Woo, okay. So got a new, okay, a 4th base over here at the 3 o'clock, and he's got a new 5th base at the top right now. The tank lines are real, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, it's fantastic for Shinee because he doesn't have to invest in Goliaths because he already has his Wraith Ball. And his Wraiths own the sky. And if Flash tries to catch up in Wraith count, it's going to be very hard for him to do that. So he's not even trying. Man, this guy, he's got his nose of his vulture just deep inside this command center. The SCVs that are training inside are like, hey, get out of here. We're busy training. It's like, you guys are going to die if you train and come out of that CC, I'm afraid. Okay, so Shinee gets his new 3rd base back at Flash's old 4th base, which is fun. Ah, this Wraith Ball, man. Seriously, this is Shinee just kind of skipping a lot of TVT to give us this Wraith Ball super early. And I appreciate it, dude. Flash was late on his missile turrets up at the top right. That's not good for him. Oh, this isn't, like, he's not even getting upgrades for these Wraiths. These are unupgraded Wraiths. This is kind of like styling. Oh, but maybe wipe out. What did, okay, bye. Bye, Wraiths. I don't know why you're leaving. I feel like that's not a great thing to do. Shinee's expanding left side 9 o'clock. I don't know what these Wraiths are doing here. I mean, whatever. Big push here from Flash, trying to jump, gain some ground here in the middle of the map. I don't know about this. 2 upgrades for the mech for Flash. 1-0 upgrades for the mech upgrades for our guy Shinee. But what's that? Your Goliaths are out of position. Tank down. Tank down. Hey, hey, hey. That's what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Both players adding more ComSat stations because scanning and scouting is insanely important in this matchup. You get snuck run by, you're in a lot of trouble. And if your opponent is teching into battle cruisers, you don't know about it, it's going to be a lot of trouble too. So yeah, upgrade advantage for sure here from Flash, but this Wraith Ball, the air advantage, is belonging entirely to Shinee. Trying to get a Wraith, or a Vulture run by. Oh, he gets one up. Throws down some spider mines just to slow down the Goliath pursuit. And then tries to kill as many SCVs as he can. Once again, sticking his nose deep into this mineral patch. Almost inside of the mineral patch. This Wraith Ball, man. Oh my gosh. Ow. Ow. Okay, okay. Lost 2 Wraiths there. Not the end of the world, but yeah, taking some body hits for sure. But Shinee's just expanded all the way down this left side. Flash has expanded all the way down this right side. Nobody has 12 o'clock or 6 o'clock. They're both on even base count now, which is impressive for Shinee considering where the game was about 5 minutes ago. It's the Wraiths, man. Wraiths putting in some work. So, 60 to 70 workers. Both players about 50 supply away from maxing out. Looks like Flash is going to try to take the 6 o'clock. I mean, these extreme bases are going to be key the longer this game goes on. Maybe that was a dropship that went down? It sounded like a dropship death. Flash maybe trying to sneak something over here, but intercepted by the Wraith Ball. And yeah, this base is not happening. That's a canceled command center. Ouch. These tanks are undefended here too. Man, Shinee's putting in some work here. This early Wraith play is really paying off for him in a way that I wasn't expecting it to. It's still giving dividends. Shinee is working on his own Charon Boosters upgrade, getting his own dropships here too. We have seen drops be very good in TVTs in the past. Specifically one on, I think, Fighting Spirit, I remember, that ended with a really nice Doom drop on an enemy Terran base that was super cool. I'm trying to remember who the players were, but I can't. It was a while ago. Yeah, Wraith's trying to poke in, but Flash very careful to keep a couple Goliaths with his army here. 66 to 75 workers. Flash has an advantage. Still doesn't have any income coming from the 6th base, but Shinee doesn't have the 12 o'clock either. Yeah, both players are pretty much just taking every available base of them on their side of the map, and Flash is going 1 extra, kind of. But also not really. Flash's 3-2 is going to finish up quickly for his mech. Still no upgrades for the air stuff from Shinee. It's just on 2-1 now. There's some math involved here. I just don't know what it is for why to stick on 2-1 for so long in a TVT. I guess the number of shots it takes for a siege tank to kill an enemy tank has a lot to do with it here, yeah? So Flash is maxed out. It's time to move out. Time to try to get some damage done here, friends. Maybe assaulting this top leftish area of Shinee. He does have tanks defending this position. Spread out nicely, so no splash damage will harm them. I have no idea where these guys are trying to go. Just freeing up supply, I guess. But if Flash can hold the 6 o'clock, look at him leaving just the perfect amount of space for this command center to load. He positioned his tanks in a way. Oh, am I talking him up? Does he need to move these tanks to land? Look at me assuming that Flash is more of a genius than he is. I'm like, man, he just brought these tanks over, casually positioned them to where his command center would be able to land without him moving them again. Oh! Oh, what's that? Could it be over a little bit? Maybe it's a little off center. I don't think it really matters. Big drop! Shinee goes for the drop at the top right. These SCVs are trying... I guess they're trying to engage. That's not going to work out, guys. Wow, Shinee. What a fantastic drop top right. Flash going to lose this thing. His command center's going to die. He brought Goliath with him on this excursion. He's going to have high ground to assault this other base at the top right here by Flash. The natural of the top right spawn. Okay, Shinee's doing some good work here. I need to apologize to Shinee, I feel like. I don't know, man. That was great. Drops in TVT. Wow. What is firing? Are we trying to break down here to the south? Is that you guys trying to get down this area? That seems difficult. Oh, can he hit? No, he can't hit from up here. You have to be like in this area to do it. Shinee on a rampage right now. Trying to break through this, but I don't know. Flash is like, maybe not. Oh, tanks can deny this minerals only base top right for Flash too, though. I guess Shinee was an SSL... Wait. He was an SSL champion. Interesting. For the 3rd Sonic TV BJ Star League, 4th Sonic TV BJ Star League, and 5th Sonic TV BJ Star League back about 15 years ago. So, alright. Shinee's no slouch. Tanks firing on this top right as I predicted. Trying to get his own drops in here, but man, that's why you have the Goliaths with you. Cloaked Wraith. Where are you going, Cloaked Wraith? He's hunting for that dropship. Look at him hunt. Oh, he's hunting for the dropship. There are 2 tanks in there. Not anymore, there's not. Fine, this one manages to unload, but the dropship dies, and the tanks get out, but they're kind of stuck in no man's land right now. This is crazy. This is some good TVT stuff for sure. Oh, Shinee did manage to force a lift off the 6 o'clock here from Flash, and this top right base is still dead, and this base is dead, and this base shouldn't be happening either. Dude, Shinee. Shinee. He's doing great. He's up 192 to 171 supply. It ain't over till it's over, but I like his position. He's up 10 workers. He's coming in to shut down Flash's attempt to re-expand or expand to the 12 o'clock on Shinee's corpse of that base. Says, no. This is mine. This 6 o'clock is also mine. This top right corner is also mine. And Flash is suddenly kind of on 2 mining bases right now with 1 Vespene Geyser that's not expired. He's not, I guess that one isn't expired, but he's not mining from his natural refinery. There you go. Depleted here in the main. So this stage of the game, we're looking at Shinee feeling pretty good. He should be feeling pretty good. The longer he can delay this, the longer he can delay Flash being able to get these top right corner, these 3 bases that really mean a lot to him, the worse it is going to be for him. But yeah, Shinee's got a 5,000 mineral bank. Flash is at 1,000 minerals. He's not maxed out. He's trying to produce more dropships. And finally, he does get enough dropships to drop on this top right and wipe out Shinee's position. Nicely done. Finally getting ship weapons and adding more Wraiths on is Shinee. So kind of went away from the race for a minute. They were getting value for him up through the last couple minutes here, right? 6 kills, 5 kills, 4 kills. Not bad at all. Really not terrible. Flash really wants this 12 o'clock, and he really wants the 6 o'clock. So he does manage to actually get Shinee out of there. Spider Mine doesn't. Not needed to kill that tank on the high ground. Okay, so Flash going 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock, shoving Shinee out. So Shinee made some really nice inroads into Flash territory there for a minute. But Flash being Flash was really able to kind of shut that down eventually. Retake the 3 bases in the top right. Retake his base at 6 o'clock, potentially. Shinee still hasn't taken this minerals only base bottom left for some reason. But look at him. Yeah, extra starports, man. Getting vehicle plating, ship weapons. Gonna show up with a ginormous Wraith ball, and he's gotta be scanning this, right? Okay, next time I hear a scan, I'm gonna see if it's a Flash scan or not. We're just gonna watch this for a second from Flash's perspective as Shinee just absolutely moves into the middle and wipe out. Wipes out Flash's entire tank position here. Yeah. Sieging up his tanks eventually. Sure. Ow. Yeah. Okay. So 169 to 160 supply. Another scan. Tries to see if there's tanks up here. And there are. Okay. Scans this, sees the Wraiths. See, there's more Wraiths than there were a couple minutes ago, he says. So, he's making tanks at a time, though. I don't know if you want tanks at a time right now. Well, he knows now that it's a bunch of Wraiths with no upgrades. That +1 ship weapons takes a while. Yeah, just killing tanks, man, all over the place. Shiny's tank advantage feels pretty massive at the moment. Flash. He's got a group down here in the bottom right. He's got the group here at the top right, too. There's only 3 of those. He's got 5 protecting the natural and the main of that top right spawn, so he's good, but they're all kind of turtled in there, siege tanks. Nothing in the middle of the map. Oh, yeah. The 6 ports, man. 6-port Wraith shenaniganry right now, and I just keep wondering. Flash knows. He knows he's dealing with a lot of Wraiths. He saw them come in. He'd whittled that Wraith count down to like 4. And, you know, 6, 8, 10, 12 of them show up. You know there's more starports out there, but he keeps building tanks. I don't know if that's our long-term strategy here. And the good thing about the Wraiths, too, is it really prevents your enemy from getting battle cruisers. Because if there's this many Wraiths hanging around, the BCs just get kind of one volleyed down if there's enough of them with good enough upgrades. 12 o'clock doesn't belong to Shinee, but it doesn't belong to Flash either. But the 6 o'clock is back in Flash's hands for the 3rd time today. He's really fought hard for that one. Trying to make it work for him. Is this Shinee just scanning all the time? No, that was a Flash scan. He sees the threat. 3-3 versus 3-2 upgrades. Shinee's got 3-3. Flash is on 3-2. Wraith Ball? Yeah, I guess the answer to these Wraiths is just gonna be turrets. Because it's not Goliaths. Flash is upgrading his own ship weapons here and adding on another starport. Okay. So Shinee says, alright, if we're going to split the map truly in half at this stage of the game, I'm going to take the 12 o'clock. Flash says, no, actually, we're going to bring superior tank numbers to this battle. Got it. Can he not hit this? Does he not have vision on it? No, he does not have vision on it. Ah! Wraith, though. Waiting launch orders or awaiting launch orders. Where do they go? I guess they could wipe out this base. There's only 3 turrets here. That doesn't seem like enough to wipe out this many Wraiths with +1 armor and +1 attack. Yeah. Yeah, das ist nice. Okay, big setup. Ooh, this is a good high ground position to take on this map if you're a Terran fan. Yeah, high grounding, this low ground minerals base here that Flash has. He's had it for a while. It's basically mined out. I'm not sure how much he cares about it, but, you know, at this point in a game where it feels like every tiny bit of resources matter, I mean, just defending it doesn't seem like a terrible idea. It's just there's 1 tank defending it at this stage and a couple Goliaths, but whatever. Unsiege your tanks, a move down here, take it out, if that's what you want to do. Flash really, really wants to make sure. If he kills this base, I feel like he's got this game in the bag. The 11,000 mineral bank that Shinee has is a pretty big deal, though, and Shinee's tanks, low ground, taking some hits. Wraiths, do they want to get involved in this battle? They could probably swing around this way and attack the tank from this angle and kill it pretty quickly without taking too many hits from the Wraiths. God, this Wraith Ball. Getting chased away by 2 Goliaths and 2... Ah! No! Huge spider mine hit! Oh no, on Shinee's tanks! No, 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 Shinee. Ugh. Gotta scan better than that. As you move around, this is a TVT, man. There have been 300 spider mines produced today, and that maybe is a low estimate. Yeah, I don't know about this. Shinee losing his 12 o'clock is brutal. Flash taking shots on his 6 o'clock is forced to lift it off. So that's got to back out here too, which both players have decent mining incomes thanks to their corner bases, opposite from where they spawned, but as many minerals as you can get from the 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock are going to be incredibly useful. I guess the 9 o'clock and the 3 o'clocks are running quite nicely too. So nobody's starving. Big Wraith comes in, but a bunch of the drop chips get wiped out. Okay. Reinforcing with tanks up here at this top right corner. The drop ships died, but the tanks got where they needed to go, I guess. Ah, the tanks. There you go. Tanks rolling in to the 3 o'clock base, wiping it out. SCV count for Flash is about 80. He can afford to lose a few of those. 12 o'clock if Shinee dies, he's long distance gas mining here. That's how desperate things are. And yeah, Flash kind of long distance mining at the 6 o'clock too. He can't get a better position on this command center, so he's just taking what he can. This is such a desperate situation. Valkyries in production here from Flash. Valkyries to help get some damage here against these Wraiths. And here we go. Valkyrie comes in. Gets a couple rockets off. The Wraiths fled in advance because Valkyrie rockets can chase you pretty far. The problem with Valkyries is they are garbage against ground. And by that I mean they don't hit them at all. So siege tanks and Goliaths and vultures and stuff, the Valkyrie shows up and is just like, oh, this is not my fight. And actually gets killed by Goliaths before it can actually flee and be useful at a later time. Not great at all. Shinee really likes this high ground position. He's back here for the second time in the last couple of minutes. 192 to 175 supply. Shinee has a bigger army. Oh, we can hit the 6 o'clock command center too. Force it to lift off again. These tank positions are good. Shinee mining out of his 9 o'clock position pretty quickly now, which is, I mean, good for Flash because Flash just lost his 3 o'clock. Ah, the sound of a TVT. Nothing but scanning all day. My goodness, Shinee actually looks like he's going to be able to take control of the 6 o'clock position. That's good, because he certainly isn't able to take the 12 o'clock as these long distance mining SCV is going to test as they get blown apart by siege tank fire. Alright, Cloaked Wraith. The scan is immediate from Flash. Shinee don't care about your scan. We got 2-2 upgrades now, but the Valkyries are scary, so we're not going to engage once the rockets show up. Pull into my missile turrets. Yes, yes. No, no. Okay, fine. No. Yeah, I think Shinee's up about 10 supply. He's feeling pretty confident. It sure seems like. Look at this. Flash swinging across to take the 12 o'clock. He's just been a nomad. 6 o'clock 3 times. 12 o'clock twice he's tried to take that base. 2 times he's been removed from it. Valkyries prepared. Taking Goliath hits, but again, the answer, ow, to the Wraiths, if you just can't keep up in Wraith count, which Flash can. Boom, 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 boom. This is a good game, man. Check out RJB, right? youtube.com/@RJB_TV. If you want to support the channel, you can by joining it by clicking the join button down below for as little as just $1.99 US a month. People also like doing donations to PayPal every once in a while. I'm just FalconPaladin@gmail.com out there. And there's always Patreon at patreon.com/FalconPaladin. As both players are just kind of dancing a little bit. The bank here for Shinee has been so much bigger than Flash's for a long time now. He locked down that top right corner of Flash's income and then just kind of started developing a bank there. Okay, so Flash's ability to get reinforcements up to the top right corner are a little bit limited because he can't get out of his own front door right now. However, he did manage to get a bunch of tanks out here earlier, so he is pulling the boys, bringing some SCVs in, absorb tank shots. Unsieged siege tanks rolling through. Thank you for asking. Sure, you're going to wipe out a base that's already mined out. That's nice, I guess, but this top right base is a little bit set. Oh, beautiful dropping, though. God, tanks dropped on the high ground by Flash. Absolutely glorious. Are there enough, though, is the larger question. The answer is maybe. There's still 2 tanks after the return fire from the tanks on the low ground here from Shinee. Flash is up 188 to 155 supply. Okay, so Shinee, however, is able to produce a little bit better than Flash for longer because he's got 2,000 gas and 12,000 minerals in the bank. Shinee taking the 6 o'clock. Flash has got this 12 o'clock, but not all of it. He really can't mine from this left side, this left patch of minerals here. Yeah, TVTs can be just insanely frustrating, can't they? Like, really, really difficult to figure out. The positioning, where your tanks can go without getting blown up by other tanks. Are the Valkyries around? Are the Wraiths around? Just constant scanning, constant intel, as you can hear going on in the background for sure. Boom. Flash fans, what do we think? We feeling good about this? Shinee's bank keeps coming back to me as something that really matters. I mean, Flash isn't starving. He's got 800 gas in the bank right now. 3,000 minerals sitting there. But when all is said and done and everything's mined out, Shinee will have more cash at the end because I do think the base count is even at this stage of the game. Big drop on that tank position. Flash trying to break out. Does a great job of it. Yo, but Shinee's up 185 to 174 after that engage. Plus, he's got the high ground position again. Obi-Wan would be very proud of this. Tank siege could be a little faster, says Shinee, but he got it. He's got the high ground with about 7 siege tanks. These tanks not providing a whole lot. They can maybe swing around this way, really set up a siege on that natural base. Flash does not have much by way of defending this low ground, but he is going to try to mess with Shinee's 6 o'clock, which is cool. Let's see if Shinee is going to try to get up this ramp. That is 4 siege tanks. Going up a ramp, not going to work out for you. He's just going to deny this base, which is already mined out again. This is crazy. This is such a good game. Oh, catching a couple wraiths, as I don't know where they're trying to go exactly. Where did the... No, those are Valkyries. Where did the wraith ball go? Did it die? Did I miss a giant battle with wraiths and all the Valkyries killed them and there's only 1 wraith remaining? Seems entirely possible. Ooh, this drop here. Shinee gonna lose his 6 o'clock. Flash potentially gonna hold on to / lose his 12 o'clock. SCV is absorbing some of those tank hits. That's exactly what we're here for. Yeah, this is not happening for Shinee. 6 o'clock dead. Flash holding on. Kind of holding on to this base. Yes, Flash holds on to the 12 o'clock base. It's not easy, but he's doing it. Still mining throughout all of this engagement, but oh man, Shinee has to lift. These tanks are not going to let him land. 184 to 171 supply here. This is crazy. It is battle cruisers. Hey. Okay. So Shinee's decided battle cruisers are the answer because all of the anti-air is gone. Wait, I'm hearing wraiths. Oh, dead. Was that them? Did they walk into like 6 Goliaths and all die? No, wait, more wraith attacks. Oh, the battle cruiser attacks. Never mind. It sounds like a Wraith attack. Holy crap. The battle cruisers are operational and Flash taps out the battle cruisers. Get the win. Oh, my sub JLC is going to be very happy about that. Okay, so we need to hit that like button if you enjoyed this game. I got to find out what happened to those Wraiths. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Do. That was amazing. That was super fun. What a great TVT that was, man. The Wraiths really made all the difference, I feel like. Like the Wraith Ball just kind of hunting around, causing problems for everyone at all times was extremely exciting. Are the Wraiths already dead at 4? No, here's what's left of them, I guess. Okay, so we're going to follow these guys at like ×4 speed. Yeah, I mean, they've just been... Okay, and then this is pretty much where they all died. I didn't even see them in all that carnage. Yeah. Okay, so they tried to help save this position, failed, most of them died, and then he just starts building battle cruisers here at 42 minutes, which we're going to speed up because, by golly, it takes forever to build a battle cruiser. And they've already got the upgrades because he was getting the Wraith boys their upgrades. Yeah, yeah. Das ist gut. Das ist gut. Okay, where are the Wraith boys? Here they are. So here they pop. Here at 44, they've got 2 upgrades. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. And then he's like, aha! Take this, siege tanks, denying my 6 o'clock base. And then Flash is like, oh no! And Flash is like, I've got 100 gas in the bank. I have 6 Goliaths down here to the south. And no Goliaths up to the north. Oh, no. 3 more here. So 9 total Goliaths against 4 battle cruisers. The math does not add up. Plus there's more on the way. Plus there's Yamato coming. It does feel like a tiny bit premature on the GG, but he really doesn't have the gas to build a bunch of Goliaths to deal with this. Right? These guys can't immediately handle these 4 BCs. I guess if there's some sick kiting, possibly yes. But also Shinee has the bigger bank. Flash is barely mining this 12 o'clock, and Shinee now has full access at the 6 o'clock. Plus, the battle cruisers just kind of cruise into your main base, start killing supply depots, your tech structures. It's just tough to come back from that when you have 100 gas in the bank, and you're really just kind of... Is this depleted? Yeah, all your gas, all your refineries are effectively depleted. Yep. This 12 o'clock is all you got, and it's long distance, so it's not even all that cost-effective, and blah. So yeah, the battle cruisers made their presence known. And Flash GG's out. Gotta love that for an ending. Flash fans are like, that guy who keeps track of Flash wins on the channel. Another Flash loss, I guess. Man. So Shinee opening up with vultures and then going right into Wraiths. They killed so many tanks, a few Goliaths, and helped Shinee set up an economy, right? And this, I feel like, is the difference in this game. It denied this top right base, this mineral base, and the natural expansion of the top right spawn position for a very, very long time. And that has how he got a bank upgrade, update, bank advantage over Flash. And just kind of rode it to victory, man. So much death. So much death. And then the battle cruisers won the day. Wow. Nice job, Shinee. Whew. 364,000 points from Flash. 400,000 from Shinee. Outproducing Shinee, yes. Got out-killed by Shinee pretty immensely. Yeah, 500 units died for Flash. That's a lot of vultures and siege tanks and Goliaths and... buildings raised. Yeah, 66-19 in favor of Shinee. And Flash actually outspent Shinee. Wow. By about 14,000 resources today. That's insane. I did not expect that to be the case at all. But sometimes I guess that's what happens when you're Flash. But the battle cruisers were kind of key there, and Flash didn't feel like holding them off. But maybe he couldn't handle them with, again, 100 gas in the bank. And just 1 Vespene geyser operational. So Nicely done, Shinee. Taking down Flash in a TVT. All right, awesome. That was an excellent, excellent TVT, and that is gonna gonna be it for me. Wow. All right, so that's gonna be it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. You can catch me at Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.